Hooray! Piracies Menu is 1 year old. Congratulations, time, for passing like you always do. This is probably going to be incredibly rough because there's a lot to go over. And I've probably forgotten a lot of what these samples are. And I don't know how to comprehensively present all of this, but it's been a year. I might as well try, right? We open up with last show at Victory Center.
This is our first and last time ever opening with this song.
Sticky Keys. It's pretty easy. This is the first note of that song. It is just reversed. And then the lasagna cat laugh, and both of these together work as a riser.
And some of you will get that joke.
Okay, a lot of stuff here.
Bars! You were like, he kind of has bars? Bars! Quick bars!
Goes over here as well.
It's a quick bars! Bars.
Because that's funny. Death grips. Yeah, it took that, and we chopped it up a bit. And it just sort of fades out forever. This is like sped up a lot. And there's some crazy stuff with reverb. Alright, Roji Ikeda. I don't know where in the album that sound is, but it's somewhere in there. And then the bass reverses. It builds up with the K-Mo sample. Getting back into it. For this opening section, I wanted a big hit that calms down and then it rises back up. It's that sort of like wave here that I wanted to get. Good impact. Good clap. Tick-tock. There's just a lot of sounds I put together. I really wanted a huge impact, like, immediately. And then you get the, you get a lot of these silly old internet clips.
Let's say I'm a lot of an internet junkie.
Pixel perfect stuff, but yada yada. Y'all already know what it is, man.
Dr. Fat Body, because he's the legend.
What?
Neil Cesariga, Worldwide What? That's him going there. You get this. Which fades out. And then he comes back in. Man screams a yellow paint. That's like the first scream he does. It's reversed. You're gonna see a lot of this. Take a really short sample and like reverse it and make something out of it that you would never be able to tell what the original sample was. Another impact. It's a few bits of sounds you would never hear unless you knew they were there.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
More old commercials that I had just lying around for forever and was like, oh, let's just use this here. I remember I spent so long just looking for a commercial where someone said the phrase, ask your parents' permission before going online, like verbatim. Very happy that they say the title of the song in the movie.
Going in.
Going in.
Chicken and donuts from KFC. Going in.
I like that.
Holla at me, man.
Holla at me, man. Dude, I gotta put Mr. Shy City in here, too.
Dollar menu, man. Holla at me, man. Mr. Shy City, Chevy Caprice.
All the tracks in this album is a very specific theme, and the first one's just internet in general. I had to throw in a lot of funny internet things that I've liked. Oh yeah, this gets like really high-pitched, but it does the same thing, essentially.
George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.
For any of our viewers who have access to internet.
Louis Cole. This was a video on the internet, and he plays a good drum. This is him going whoop in Gangnam Style, and I just took the very
Whoop, 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 whoop.
He's going over that cliff. So true. What is that from?
And I found a hammer.
I think it's the when she hits the TV. Dude, I'm rediscovering this album. Reverse. Yeah. Then you get this cool sound. I'm a big fan of cool sounds. That's what this album in general is. It was just me being like, here's 2,000 something cool sounds. I'm gonna just like loosely put them together. It gets a little louder and starts pitching up. Janet Jackson. This is like that. This is like this sample where you would just like never hear it.
And ask your parents to call your local cable or satellite company. Cable or satellite company.
Oh yeah, that final build up, you get the intel inside into this little
Dude, go take a shower.
Which is based off the
Go out, bitch.
I'll just sample that too. But then you also get
Dude, perfect.
That's from a Seinfeld episode.
Shower.
That's from Big Bang Theory.
What am I saying? Take a wild guess.
Where are you going?
To take a shower.
Then you get contrastic Twitter scroll sound pitched up a lot. Like the very first note of Nyan Cat. There's a lot of just tiny sounds like that. The most insane Neon Genesis Evangelion sample. That's supposed to be the shower sound.
Shower.
It's just rain falling. We get a Ted Nivison.
And my munchie brain is like, oh.
Some sound collage stuff. Food ASMR. I just thought that would be funny. And then the main sample here changes to... You've been talking online, pipe down. Only clutter your mind with doubt. There's just like a gross beat on this. Nothing special.
There you go, there you go.
Peanut butter jelly time. Little tiny cowboy in the song. You love Jersey Club, and we'll get to the Jersey Club section later. I love that sound. That's a pretty good TikTok. He's eating the Popeyes biscuit. I just loved finding really sharp, crisp vocal bits like this. Get a little... and glass breaking. Originally, I was gonna put a sample of glass breaking in every track because it's just a funny noise, and that was gonna be my little inside joke. I don't think that actually panned out in the end. And then under this, you got this drum break. A few good claps that pan and left and right a bunch.
Just shit in the urinal. Hey, hey.
The clapper.
Clap on.
And then 50 different almond break samples played at the same time, which doesn't sound anything like an almond. What kind of sounds almond breaky? Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Oh yeah, this is like a dog. He'd make a funny noise. What else happens in the song? A lot, actually. There's actually a lot of cool sounds in that sound. Dude, this is just the pure epitome of sounds that make my brain happy. A regular show intro. What the? What the? I thought that was cool. Say the same thing, and then you just. What the? What the? What the? There's everywhere. What the fuck? Hops in no words. Hold up. This is one of those sounds I've had on my computer for like ages, and I'm so glad I finally got to use it. Boom, 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 boom. That song goes crazy, dude. Watch it. What is this? What do you sound like normally? Yeah.
Oh shit, that bitch got on K-Swiss.
Move that doogie booty. Oh shit, look at that bitch. That bitch got on K-Swiss.
This gets a bit of a different... That gets a bit of a different shot pattern. It's also just a gross beat. A lot of songs that are like, take one tiny element from that's like disconnected from what you would ever remember about it. Dance, but she don't know how to. Whoa. But and it's like, that's the cool part of that song. But you just take the open hi-hat from the beginning. This is a dude like.
I didn't even smoke today, dude.
That's cool. That's a cool sound. How did I make this one? Oh, that's neat. I remember that sound. There's a few YTPs interspersed in here.
Bagel, bagel. I'll talk.
Chef Kawasaki says sex.
Six.
Yeah. That's just the end of him saying that. Pixar intro. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. There was another earlier version of Ask Your Parents' Permission Before Going Online. There's like quite a few samples I took from that and just sort of poured it over to here.
That bitch got on K-Swiss.
The Hannibal Buress was one. The Pixar sound was one. There's probably some more. Nah, Brutamus's spirit probably live in this. He's here, he's there. He's in the song. Skype contact sound. He's trapped in purgatory. Poor rat. This is a really cool little break that I've wanted to sample for like ages. I'm not missing anything, am I? There's so much.
ペンか。
Pinka.
あ、ペンいいんじゃない？
Oh, that's cool. It's about what it sounds like. But that's just cool bass, right? And then you can... This is like the Gangnam Style thing. It's just the first part of him saying,
"This burger isn't real."
Which is just hilarious. That's just a hilarious clip.
ペンか。
Would you even call that a riser? It just like leads into the next part. It's like when you reverse a kick drum and it's like kind of what I did with a lot of that. I think it provides us just like a slight bit more impact. What is this? It's part of the John Oswald song? Okay. There's a little cat making a silly noise.
Oh. Yeah, Lulu.
Get that mother...
Team Fabulous 2, another video I just like had to pull.
Get that motherfucker.
Another Y2P. This is actually Childish Gambino. I'm still a sucker for people saying okay, and this is sort of a funny nod to mashup culture, I guess. What else happens here?
Stop!
Oh! Oh! What is this? That doesn't sound like anything I would put it in the song. That sounds good in the song, really?
Get that motherfucker.
No, you can like, okay. Not really. I don't think that sounds very good. Then you get this video of the cat. He's like, he goes, whoa! Nintendo DS startup sound. That's pretty cool. That's cool. That's a cool, like, brain tingle. Just keeping that there enough. It doesn't change too much, I guess.
This is an America Online alert.
I thought this was a really funny clip. You have been on too long. This is just like 1984. You are addicted. And then...
Dick! You fucking dick!
Differences, because that's just a cool noise, right? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
The Yogscast song. It's also called Gay Activity. That's hilarious.
Hello and welcome to the Yogscast.
Bunch of TikTok samples.
I saved it.
That was just a great hub of finding like funny noises. This is a cool sound. A really cool riser. Another drum break comes in kind of as a riser. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that just sort of fades in. Oh, I had it. Dude. His screams are funny. That's Chip the Ripper.
Yeah.
And the I just wanted a big like cinematic boom right there, and I thought that was funny. Taking Chip the Ripper and then YouTube Rewind. Duolingo. Huge collection of like, wouldn't it be funny if I pulled that sound?
It goes against everything I stand for. What's your
Fresh Prince of Blair. I could have just sampled like every second from that video. Ray William Johnson. And then we go back kind of to the beginning. We get a camo. This continues in another different chop pattern. Different drum break to just get us into a different flow. Of course.
Wendy.
All of a sudden we on.
It's that. When you want to woo woo, it's that woo woo.
I don't know what to say about any of this anymore. It's just like, hey.
Oh hell no!
That's just what. Look at that sound. This is where it's from.
Blow up your back. Oh hell no!
A lot of this album is just like, hey, I'm gonna just like introduce a few samples, and then I'm just gonna like later on just add in a lot more. That was the big way I wanted to keep things smooth, but still be able to throw in loads of samples everywhere. Here's that. Here's that. And then I'm just gonna throw in Samuel L. Jackson laughing.
Hentai 2.
Sheriff Domestic. Neko Arc Sam. What is this even from? Oh, they're saying good in you.
Good in you.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Why is this here? Why is this guy up here? You're not an additional melody. It's quite the sound of someone cutting a sandwich that they deep fried. What happens after this? Epic rap battles of history. That's a cool sound. Cool sound. Pretty much everywhere is gonna be hot.
Then I don't need a jacket.
I don't know what to say about any of this anymore. Oh, it's actually an actual drum that gets reversed. Neat.
Hvor kan det være perfekte steder mine? Det er perfekt.
Dude, I was making this song and I was just looking for like old YouTube videos that I remember watching. It was so fun to come across stuff like 10 ways to kill your friend in Minecraft. Oh, we get another snare. Just funny noises that kind of a fill. I don't know. Brad Paisley. What are you doing here? And then ball out.
Y'all been balling since the 6th grade. Earrings was so big, couldn't even see my damn face.
There's a few samples in this album that I'm like, someone will probably just recognize this, and it's not really trying, none of the samples in this album are really trying to be purposefully obscure to the point where you're not able to recognize them. I think that's part of the fun, is like just listening through and being like, oh, I know that, I know that. Surely like there's at least 1 or 2 sounds in this album you can recognize, and I think that's cool. I'm a big fan of just like video gamey noises. That's pretty video gamey.
To sort of let them know. And then they did it. And they also helped Britain a little.
Okay. To make the movement work. Okay, now don't blink.
Afro Ninja. Yeah, a lot of the tracks in this album were just the result of me going through my music library and just searching for terms related to the overall theme I had. And then it was like, okay, I'm just going to sample all of these. For this one, a lot of the samples were chosen from stuff that had like online or internet or cyber or whatever in the title. And then you can definitely see that a lot more. Like in Shopping Cart Power Slide, all of the tracks that I sampled are food related. The big problem I found with approaching songs was like, I don't know where to start. There's like so much out there to sample, so I don't know what to choose from. Creatively restricting myself to just being like, okay, just sample songs that have food in the title. That was a really easy way to narrow down stuff and say, okay, look through this song for samples. And then I end up finding stuff that's really cool that I might not have come across otherwise. It also helped with the overall approach I had to how I would make the album. I just didn't feel like I had any creative direction. I won't go into any of the themes I had in mind when I was making the album because I think music is whatever you want to make it, and I don't want to implant my ideas as the correct one or in any way that might cloud your idea of what this album means to you. But getting themes down for what each track was helped me not only creating the individual songs but also just like the album as a whole. Probably another reason why I can't see myself doing another album, at least for a long time. All right, let's get back to it. Squid Game.
And shout out to the guy with the towel still on his head.
Let's go.
Let's go. Just a huge fan of people saying stuff like that.
Let's go.
I definitely just started looking for people saying stuff that felt like a chant.
You upload this.
Oh, dude. There was the This Exists video where he talks about SoundCloud.
Hilarious comedy podcast. You upload this.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
That was my first exposure to the weird side of music editing stuff. I remember watching that video like 8 years ago now. And I think that was probably the most concrete starting point I can think of for how I knew what like mashups were and that whole side of things. So sly little nod to the influence that video had on me. And I'm using FL Studio, so I thought it'd be funny to just take the sound of the metronome, Sex Fender Shuffle.
I snuck into a bathroom and
Vsauce Michael screaming in agonizing pain. That's a cool sound. And then after this point, I thought I had a funny idea of I wanted to sample the help YouTube advertisers by answering this one question. So I was like, let me just make a Jersey club kind of thing out of it. And so you get the... Anyways, this kick from the 4 producers for the same sample.
Put in some Diablo Light. So without it, and then with it.
It was also just fun to go through YouTube videos about making music, because there's a lot of times where someone will be like, here's my kick, and it'll just play the kick by itself. And I was like, hee hee, YouTube to MP3, I'm just gonna sample that.
I said, hold on.
I said, hold on.
Because I heard him first. I said, hold on.
Asian Backstreet Boys.
大家好，我们是美院的。
Right? So it goes right, and it's just like the end of that clip.
You really think someone would do that?
'Cause that's just funny. College humor sound. Oh my god, dude. That's the Team AVO. For some reason, the sound of whatever TeamSpeak program they were using just made this like... It made that sound like all the time. I found that video again and I was like, I have to put that in here.
Wait. Will lava burn wood?
Lava
it does
will
run
burn
down
gravel.
now.
Love letter to the weird stuff I watched as a middle schooler. And then modern times, I don't know. It was a microwave, I think.
Why the fuck would that happen?
Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore. Put the slap chop right there.
Bro is goofy.
Bro is goofy.
Bro is goofy. This man really just walked up there and said, can I get a refill on the fries?
Another Blake Banshee.
And that's pretty much all there is to say.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get this B out of here. Get out of here. Boo.
There'd be a lot of times where a voice clip or a sound would just like stick in my mind. There was a subconscious knowledge of I'm gonna be sampling that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fun times in Cleveland today.
Another Blank Banshee, dang. And like the least interesting Blank Banshee sample too. Another funny sound.
Okay.
Okay.
Wakarimasuka.
Okay.
Oh, and Death Grips. That's like the very beginning of that song too. Gotcha. Big Beat Mario? What else do I got in here?
Hey, we need a refill. Open that and tell me what you see.
Yacht.
I'm loading your picture now.
Bacon strips. Funny nostalgia moment right there.
Bacon? Gotta get that bacon!
Is it just Markiplier coughing?
Okay, alright then.
This is not from Serial Experiments Lane. It's from a song that samples Serial Experiments Lane. There's quite a few songs that I sampled that are themselves a sample of a different song. I didn't really care. I was like, I'm just gonna put the sound here because it's a cool sound. If you look at the spreadsheet, it's just where I took everything from, even if it was technically a sample from somewhere else originally. Windows NT 4.0 logon? Dude, I could have pulled the funny Vaporwave producer move and been like, heh, Windows 95 sound effect, PS1 startup. I didn't. Good job, me from the past.
Don't just sit there. So don't just sit there. Actually
actually do it.
Insane beat. I didn't even take the insane beat.
Art class 101.
We get this again. Right, but then I sort of add more stuff to it. Sus?
Anyone sus?
Anyone sus? Dude, you gotta sample that, right? That's from a Cinnamon Toast Crunch sample song. It's from a Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercial.
Crave those crazy squares.
The very beginning of Dreamscape.
Must be 18 years or older to call.
More funny commercials, dude. Another TikTok. I remember there were a few that I was like, I don't know where this TikTok is from anymore. Things on the internet don't stay up forever like people always said they would. This is this one. I don't know what that's from anymore. Lost media in this album? No way. It's him like breaking down the door. And then the Phineas and Ferb, wow, last note. There's probably like 400 other samples you could add in this entire song, and it would still sound fine. It would just be more stuff like this. You just get a lot of sounds playing at once, and none of them would be discernible. I mean, as is, none of the sounds are very discernible. Unless you play them by themselves.
Look at me! I'm surfing the web!
If you like Pornhub.
And that's what he's surfing on the web, dude. Nasty cat.
Snooze.
And then this leads into Soul Seek Ninja Warrior. You get the first song off Loveless and the first song off American Football, because those are the two most obscure albums ever made. But there we go. There's how many? 198 samples in this first song. That's about all I have. Was this like enjoyable or followable at all? That's why I never made this type of video before I released the album, because I was like, I have no clue how to reasonably present all of these sounds in a video format. That's why I tried to do everything I could with the spreadsheet and the photos of the project files and whatever. We'll see how this works as a full video. Thanks for listening to this album. I had fun making it. I'm glad people like it. This has been an hour of me standing here. Oh my gosh, it's become like day. Passage of time is crazy, dude.